Good afternoon. Phil Lindemann with your Krystal 93 News for Mountain Comfort Furnishings and Design. Relief and celebration today for Dillon locals who denied a special district by Detroit developer Jake Porritt. That district and its Lakeview condos lost by 63%. Former Mayor Louis Scavira.
The result was in line with our expectations based on many conversations had by many people involved in the process.
Scavira helped launch the petition that put this to vote. It was the first time Dillon residents have challenged a project already approved by town council.
There are only a few council members who are pushing back on this development process, throughout, at every turn. Those council members, I'm sure, feel very supported by their constituents now.
Scavira's wife, Carolyn Scavira, is acting mayor there in Dillon. She is one of two who voted against this project.
Step one, complete, and the ball really goes back to the developer and the town to work out the next steps.
Porritt and his group have not yet responded to a request for comment. 75% of voters also approved changes to Dillon's petition laws, bringing them in line with state petition laws.
I don't think anybody was really aware of the fact that we were out of sync with the state.
This makes it easier to petition council decisions. Precision Ski and Golf lives to tune another day. Yesterday, we reported Jimbo Deans had closed up shop for good. Today, Jimbo tells Krystal 93 he just moved locations from the old shop on Summit Boulevard to the former Rebel Sports location off exit 203, just a few blocks north. Stop by and say hi to Jimbo. He'll be doing what he's been doing for 43 years and counting. This week on the State of Summit.
Getting hit by a car seems about as likely as getting struck by lightning.
That was Dana Walbaum of Denver, reflecting on the day she was hit while crossing the street.
We never think that something like this is going to happen as a pedestrian, but it did happen to me, and it's affected me for the rest of my life.
October is statewide Pedestrian Safety Awareness Month. Last year set a new record for pedestrian deaths, 136 statewide. That is up 161% in a decade. A Pueblo man, Fred Gallegos, lost his mother to a distracted driver.
It's just been devastating. It's just been crushing.
Summit is not immune. In Frisco, a 22-year-old man was killed on Summit Boulevard in 2022. A cyclist was killed on Highway 9 north of Silverthorne in 2023. In 2012, a woman was killed at the infamous US 6 crosswalk in Keystone. Improving that crosswalk is a top priority for the new town of Keystone. Frisco is currently rebuilding that sidewalk on Summit Boulevard. Anna Lucazzi was hit by a truck in a Denver crosswalk. In her message, it's shared by every victim.
In the United States, streets and roads were built for cars first, and we thought of pedestrians, bicyclists, and other modes of transportation afterwards. But we need to be reminded that we are all pedestrians at some point during the day, and us as motorists need to be more aware of the most vulnerable in traffic.
Those audio interviews courtesy of CDOT. Tune in again next week for the State of Summit on Krystal 93. Local fire danger remains high today. Still no fire restrictions in Summit. And in local sports, it's a big day tomorrow for Summit High sports. Boys soccer's out in Glenwood. Lady Tigers volleyball is playing Rifle at home. And under the Thursday night lights, it's Tigers football playing Palisade. Phil Lindemann, Krystal 93 News.